Hello, beautiful family, lovers of good things, lovers of important personnel all over the globe. I bring greetings from a grateful heart. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time zone. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all that you do. I really do appreciate. God bless us all. So, my wonderful family, today I have a wonderful one that I want each and every one of us to pay close attention to. It is all about the man, the hero of our time, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And this news is coming to you from November 22nd, 2022. That is when we get the response. Sir Jovis Johnson and the Biafra Advocate Group urged the US government to facilitate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's unconditional release. According to the report, human rights organizations based in the USA urged the USA government to join other governments and organizations to compel the Nigeria government to immediately release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leading freedom and human rights advocate for the Igbos and other oppressed Nigeria minority tribes. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a British citizen, was kidnapped in Kenya on June 18, 2021 after a week of torture in Kenya. Kanu was forcefully taken to Nigeria. Kanu was charged to court by the Nigeria government on alleged offenses committed in the United Kingdom after a series of amendments of the charges. What I don't understand in the life of these people is that the pretense is just too much. Are you guys waiting for someone to write you morning, afternoon, evening for you to know your job? That at least this is a British citizen. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has committed no offense known to law. So I see no reason why they are trying to say, okay, we are going to compel the Nigeria government to obey court order, to obey the law. For how long? They've been hearing about this information about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for a very long time. They'll be writing to them and they are aware of the charges. Why won't they call the Nigeria government to order and tell them that you need to obey court order? I see no reason why they pretend as if nothing is going on and a lot has been going on. If they refuse to obey court order, you guys know what to do. The US government, the UK government, and every one of the leaders involved, they know what to do. They have to sanction them. They have to draw their attention close to the world or to the people or to the citizen that these are the report of your people. But believe me, they don't really want to do anything about it. That is why you see that the federal government of Nigeria just behave as if nothing is going on. With all the shouting, with all the protests, with all the tweeting, with everything that people have done to make sure they drew the world attention to the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and to the Biafra liberation. They are just pretending as if they don't know anything about it or they've not been hearing about it. No. What I have seen in my own little way is that these people, they've given the federal government of Nigeria a lot of upper hand. They give them even a lot of evidence for them not to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because believe me, if these people can send high profile personnel or high intelligence, high message, high information to the world or to the people of Abuja saying that there's going to be a strike, blah, 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 and they are coming to pick up their people, I think that they still have the right to do the needful with the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But believe me, they don't just want to do anything because they don't want to be labeled or they have another different agenda why they don't want to do this. Now another letter has been written to also US government telling them that they should try and compel the Nigeria government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They tried to explain to them how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what he has passed through in Kenya before moving him to Nigeria, and that he is just an advocate, like he is speaking, he is a voice to the voiceless. And there are also a lot of people in the southeastern part of Nigeria that can really raise up their voice in this aspect of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Are you telling me that they are just blind or they are just deaf overnight? Those people that when it is time for election, they plan to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because of their own selfish reason. They even made a photo shoot, they spread it all over the internet saying that they have visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That brings a lot of people to like have a kind of peace and believe in them. But as it is right now, none of the southeastern leaders, nobody's even talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They don't even talk about the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That makes people to ask, what is really the problem with them? Now they said, oh, they don't want to intrude, let the court have its course. And now the court have said, we discharge this person, we don't have any case, we don't have anything to do with this person. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to go because they have a lot of cases that is even more than the one of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That today those people, they are living freely in Nigeria. And somebody is saying that you are not a second class citizen. How will you be a second class or third class or fourth class citizen in your own country? And the government of the day is not even ready to listen to the people. The government of the day is not even ready to listen to the cry of the people. Come on, we can do more better than this. This is the time that a voice should be raised for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is the time for a voice to stand in the gap for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now tell me, since the court said it should be discharged and acquitted, just like everything is closed already, they don't even file new count charges, they don't even file anything anymore, they don't even have a date for another hearing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everything is just upside down, just like total lockout about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The federal government of Nigeria is not saying anything, opponent is not saying anything, leaders are not saying anything. What is really the problem? And every blessed day we preach for peace, we preach for harmony, we wish that everything should be working well in the southeastern part of Nigeria. And our people that want everything to be working well, they don't even have the voice to speak up, they don't even have the voice to speak out. Now this is the end of the year and a lot of people will be so glad, happy and say, oh, we are going home to celebrate. Out of fear of the unknown, a lot of people don't want to come because they are so scared. People are not safe, those driving are not safe, those walking by foot are not safe. So now tell me, what really is the problem? The leaders in southeastern part of Nigeria, they need to sit up urgently. Yes, there is urgent need for them to sit up and do the needful. I remember the time they pronounced Mazi Nnamdi Kanu discharged and acquitted. There is a lot of peace, there is a lot of harmony, a lot of people were so happy. It's just like things start working together for the good of everyone. All of a sudden, the federal government of Nigeria see the happiness and the joy in the life of the people, and they choose to call off the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that is no longer discharged, is no longer acquitted, that they have other files, other case against him. Who does that? See, they just have to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu once again for peace to reign. So my wonderful family, we are just here to raise our own little voice so that the federal government of Nigeria should be aware that there is a man called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that's committed no offense, not to law or to anyone. He is just someone that say, Pharaoh, let my people go, because he see the suffering and the agony that his people are passing through, and the cry of the people, that is what he called in. Do you know that after they released Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, some northern group wrote a memo and said, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released, they are going to compensate them for all the killings or all their people that turned RIP in southeastern part of Nigeria. Guess what? And these are some of the reasons, these are some of the problems that is still holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because the federal government of Nigeria need to support their people, need to hear the cry of their people more than the second class citizen. So my communalistic people, please do well to share this video, like and subscribe. In our own little way, let us ask the world to start speaking on behalf of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.